You know, there is a very interesting parable that I always tell. In the Yoredeya, in the book of Jewish law, when a young man goes for his ordination, there is over there a law that states, which we study, that if you want to check a duck, if a duck falls down, and you want to check a duck if the duck is kosher, there's only one way to do it. And that is, you're supposed to take the duck and put it into a water that's running with a current downstream, and you put the duck to swim against the stream. If the duck could swim uphill against the tide, then you know that you have a healthy duck, and that duck will be kosher after it's going to be slaughtered. If the duck, on the other hand, is washed up with the current, and it just slides along with the current as the water keeps going, then you know you have a sick duck. My dear friends, I always tell my people that this is the way you check a Jew. He's a duck if he can swim against the current, if he can stand up for what he believes in, if he could be proud of the fact that he is a Jew, and he can stand in the world and proclaim that with a tremendous amount of dignity and pride, then you know you have a kosher duck, you have a kosher Jew, you have a wonderful individual, and from that individual you'll see a great deal of nachas. But if you have one who's washed up with the current, who feels that he has to go along with the rest of the world, who feels that he cannot be different, he must do what everybody else does, he must eat what everybody else eats, he must dress like everybody else dresses, and he must observe Sunday instead of Shabbos, and so on and so forth, right down the list, then you understand that you have a sick duck, and that duck is going to be treif. That duck is not going to be anything that's going to give you anything to be proud of. And you can't expect really to be able to build anything on that kind of an individual. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my message to you this morning. What are you? A kosher duck or a treifa duck? And you're the one to tell it to me, not me to tell it to you. I can only give you the guidelines. And hopefully you will be able to be proud to say to your children and to your society and to your people with whom you come in contact that you are proud to be a Jew and live as a Jew and practice as a Jew and uphold the laws and precepts of Judaism, and to be proud of the fact and not to be washed up like everybody else, to feel that you must do what everyone else is doing. You can be with the Joneses, but you don't have to live like the Joneses. You can live as a Jew, and the Joneses will respect you more.